Right now, we're going to be trying out the Twitch votes for something tier list. Okay. So how this is going to work is that I'm going to have you, Twitch chat, vote for items in Risk of Rain 2. I have a neat little thing right here. Let's see if I can go there. Special right monitor scene right here. So from this, we will fill out an entire tier list. I think this has every single item in the game right now. I just eyeballed it. It looked like it to me. It has all the new items like Shatter Spleen. So I assume it does have every single item. There are currently, according to the wiki right now, there are currently 97 items and 30 equipment in the game. So we have a long ways to go. And we're going to be starting all the way from armor-piercing rounds. Right now, we will be doing the common tier. Because obviously, if we just did the voting, it wouldn't be that interesting. I'm going to do giveaways throughout the stream randomly. These giveaways will allow us to have you, the Twitch chatters, speak your piece about the items. Look at the top right. Ad blocker, what are you doing? Ad blocker. Oh no, TOS. And it scrolls with us. Reload, reload, reload. Okay. Jesus. What is with these ads? All right. Okay, we're good. Put vinegar on bread and leave it in your garage. That's TOS safe. Jesus. I had to install ad blocker. I rarely ever use Mozilla. But boobies. uBlock Origin is better? Okay, hold on. Quick break. Oh, okay, got it. Now let's do it again. Let's try it one more time. Pog, no titties. Wow. Look, guys, we're titty free. Yeah, I'm fine with getting ads for the most part, but when they start showing me titties, like, what am I supposed to do? See, try this out, boys. I got this right here. Keyword. Type in Pog. Legends Warrior. No, I haven't said it. I haven't done it yet. No, up. Sweaty fish lips. Excuse me? See, now type in something, sweaty fish lips. It should show up here. I think. I won. See, look. Anyhow, so back to what we were saying. What we're going to do is put all of these items up here. We're starting in the white items, and we're going alphabetically, which is how they're ranked on here on this website. You probably don't, most of you probably don't know what they do. I'll be honest. So we're going to definitely be reading them as well. We're going to have to read what they do because you guys don't read. I can tell. Spamming Purity every time we see Purity on screen. You guys have no clue what's good. I know. So we're going to start with armor-piercing rounds. Okay, so armor-piercing rounds deals an additional 20% damage plus 20% per stack to bosses. What are the options, chat? S, A, B, C, D, or F? We're gonna do voting on it. However, we're only gonna do the giveaway to see what we want to say on conflicting votes. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if it ever pops up. We'll get there when it happens. A for ammo. And the first item to go is the armor-piercing rounds in the B tier. Here you go. It's not ranked in here. So B tier for the first item. Now we're going into backup magazine. Ooh, backup magazine. Wow. Mercenary players. This is your favorite item. Adds 1 + 1 per stack charge of your secondary skill. I'm thinking Acrid mains. I'm thinking mercenary mains. I'm thinking Huntress mains. I'm thinking probably not Captain mains, but maybe. Ooh, Loader mains. Loader mains too. Wow. Loader mains really like this item. I play NG. This is dog shit. As an NG player myself, I will say backup magazines aren't really that pog. But if we think about it, what survivors really benefit from this? The Commando, Huntress, not Multi, so that's not there. Loader, Acrid, I'm missing Mercenary, Artificer. That's like over half of the survivors already, so, here you go, chat. I am a doofus. There you go. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Optimize and have correct teammates you benefit most. Huntress and Artificer. From this, take it especially in multi-shot. Ping it and tell them to take it. Priority. Best Artificer and must Huntress. Good. Mercenary. Only numbers. Multi. Better than nothing. Rex Engineer Commando. How does that feel, Commando players, to know that you are being ranked next to Rex and Engineer in terms of viability for backup magazine? Doesn't feel good to me. All right, so we left this poll up for a solid 2 minutes for some reason. We have 17% saying that it's S tier, 46% saying that it's A tier, and 26% saying that it's B tier. Wow. Absolute mad lads, because this is exactly what I expected it to be. I'm going to be honest. I'm not surprised in the least. I thought you guys would be a little bit more crazy with your tier list. But these are fair goes. Okay, what's next? Fireworks. Okay, personally, I think that the fireworks is the best item for AFKing. I love this item. In my personal opinion, I would have this item every game. Even in a command run, I would get this item. I love this item. Imagine for a second, you are trying to get money so that you can open other chests, right? So you open up a money chest. You get a bundle of fireworks spawn from them. It kills 2 monsters. You now have enough money to open a chest. You open that chest. Bundle of fireworks procs off of those. Then those kill 2 more monsters. And the money just keeps coming. You don't have to kill anything anymore. The bundle of fireworks takes it for you. I'm just saying here. I'll even vote myself because it's not a proc item. What do you mean it's not a proc item? Activating an interactable launches 8 fireworks plus 4 per stack fireworks that deal 300% base damage. It's basically a disposable missile launcher, but good. Fireworks deal damage in a small area effect, so it's AoE with a proc coefficient of 0.2. 0.2 proc item? Just saying. All right. Well, let's see what the results say because I wasn't looking at them. Oh. Recount? Okay, we'll do one recount. We'll do a recount. You know what? I won't even put the poll up until we start speaking about the item because I feel like we're just going off of what we feel rather than what is logical. How did we go from D tier, D and C tier being the most, but now it's almost S and D tier? Meme answer go burr. All right, that's a fair shake. That's a fair shake. We'll give it the D tier. And there's our third item. We should probably go a little bit quicker. Ooh. Bustling Fungus? Oh. Okay, so Bustling Fungus. After standing still for 2 seconds, create a zone that heals for 4.5%, plus 2.25% per stack of your health every second to allies within 3 meters, plus 1.5 meter per stack. Wow, that's crazy. Keep in mind that we rated the backup magazine A tier. This item is good on every survivor, but really good on 90% of survivors. And the Bustling Fungus is an item that is only good on the engineer. Okay, so keep that in mind. We ranked the other one A tier for being good 90% of the time. And I want to see what happens when we rank this one, which is bad 90% of the time. This will be fascinating. Let us see what Twitch is deciding. I'm kind of scared to look. And it's S tier. All right, so this is the first one where I think we're gonna have to use our call-in audience. So what we're gonna do is use the keyword Bungus. If you want to be entered into this giveaway and let us know what your true feelings are on the Bungus. Persona, let us know what you really think about the Bungus. The Bungus is a good item on Engineer, but that is all I give it. A D at best. So... So, Persona believes that the chat is dumb and that we should have voted it on D. Although I did add a couple of my own words to that sentence. There was only 14% D and 47% S. Alright, let's do the correct answer. I feel like lots of chat are agreeing with you, Persona. Let's do like 1 to 2 more. Let's see what they really feel. Blitz Phoenix Games. It is cracked on Eng, but it can be good with other characters as well, depending on your build. I give it a mid-A. Well, let's see. You were one of the 2% that gave it a mid-A. Blitz Phoenix Games believes it's a mid-A, and it is cracked on Eng. This is kind of true. It is cracked on Eng. I won't lie. I don't know how you guys managed to give it an F, but we're gonna do one more person. Fungus is S on NG, but C on everyone else. Giving it a C on everyone else but NG. This is the truest statement I think I've ever heard. But let's do one more vote. Let's do a 30-second vote real quick. After you've heard all of these opinions, right now it's a 48% S tier. After you've heard these 3 opinions from these brave souls, has this swayed you at all, Twitch chat? Has your Pepega brain been changed? Oh, the C gang. It's coming up. It turns out that Twitch chat was really swayed by your words. Pog you. We really can make a difference, everyone. Vote with your heart. So there we go. Bustling Fungus is a C tier item, according to Twitch chat. The next item on the docket is the Cautious Slug. Now, if you are Ucher, you are putting this in the S tier, but everyone else probably not. This increases your base health regeneration by plus 4 HP per second, plus 4 HP per stack while outside of combat. Outside of combat meaning you cannot be hit. You can technically still be in combat, like shooting people, but you can't get hit. So it's kind of a weird wording here. So this is basically a health regen increase, which is super pogger on Monsoon. A 30-second vote for this. Be quick about it, chat. Be quick. We have many, many items to go. It's actually not a bad item. I would say B tier is fair. Without a doubt. B tier is good for it. I mean, it's a really good item on Monsoon. If you get it on Eclipse, it gets 50% reduced, but it's still really good. All right. Next up. What's next? The Crowbar. Holy shit, I hate this item. Every time I see this item, I kind of want to get it out of my inventory immediately. I should have put a scrap tier. Let's just consider F tier scrap tier from here on out. 150% plus 50% per stack damage to enemies above 90% health. So it only works. It works 100% of the time, 10% of the time. Wow. 32% of you decided that the Crowbar was a D tier item. Gotta be with you there. Sort of. I would have just scrapped it. This was my idea. This is what I would have thought. This is what you guys thought. This is Twitch. This is life. This is Shrek. Energy drink. Sprint speed is improved by 30% plus 20% per stack. Wow. So basically just speed. Now, according to Twitch Plays, or Twitch Versus, this is usually going to be an A tier item, at the very least. You guys always vote for these move speed items, so I believe that it could be an A tier item. The first stack is Pog, other stacks is just get Goat Hoof. The thing is, it's not worse than Goat Hoof. This is fake news. Goat Hoof is only 14% every stack. This gives you 20% per stack, so a whole whopping 6% more. Just saying. Only while sprinting, yes, but when are you not sprinting? When are you not sprinting in this game? It's worse than Goat Hoof? Okay, if you're Huntress, this is S tier without a doubt. I'm just saying. But if you're anyone else, maybe A tier? But even then, cringe, Twitch. What are you doing? There we go, A tier. There we go. I like it. It was getting close, so I'm gonna cut it there because I don't want to see this be put into B tier. So A tier movement item. Thank you, Energy Drink, for all of your service. I know a lot of you think that it's better than Goat Hoof. Oh wait, whoops. I know a lot of you think it's better than Goat Hoof, but I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure it just gives you better movement speed at all points in the game. Focus Crystal, a melee survivor item. I don't think there's any survivor in the game that isn't melee that benefits from this item. You have to be within, what, 15 meters? That's pretty small. Pretty small. Sprint speed is based off base speed and sprint speed multiplier. Are you sure? Are you sure? Okay, hold on. Hold on. We're recounting the votes. People are saying some weird shit right now. Focus Crystal is getting C tier. I would consider it D tier, maybe F tier. We'll just throw this item in the trash, okay? Fuck this item. Wait, what did we vote for? What is it? C tier? How is Bungus and Focus? Okay, no. We're recounting this. Hold on. You guys put Bungus right here. And you put Focus Crystal right here. Okay. You know what? It's your tier list. It's your tier list. I'm letting you choose it. It's going there. All right. So now let's talk about this Goat Hoof thing. Okay. Let's talk about the hoof. We're gonna be talking to some Twitch chatters in the chat. Use the speed keyword if you want to talk about it. Use speed. Goat Hoof speed boost is applied before sprint modifier. What does this mean? Where's Goat Hoof? So there's energy drink. Where's the Goat Hoof at? Right here. Let's go to the wiki. Let's see the wiki. Okay. Okay, so the speed bonus is calculated before any other speed bonus in the game, meaning the speed gained from Warbanner, Berserker's Pauldron, Spinal Tonic, and other speed boosting items is added on top of the speed from the amount of Goat Hooves in the player's inventory. Interesting, so you guys are correct about that. It changes base speed, which then gets increased again by sprint modifier. Goat Hoof is better. Goat Hoof is better. What? That's crazy. I'm losing my mind. We need... Okay, hold on. Energy drink is kind of bad. Okay, fair. So you want a hoof first. E equals goat C... Okay, well, I can't say that. Let's do a recount. Oh, excuse me. That was a burp. So this is for the energy drink. This is for this little big old boy here. F you, Focus Crystal. I hate you. Energy drink. Sprint speed by 20%. So you guys can read it. This is what Swain said. Energy drink equals 30%. That's crazy. I can't believe that that's how it works. Why? If that's how it works, then the energy drink is poop. Like, why would you... I don't understand why that item would exist. Math just doesn't make sense. Okay, so if the Goat Hoof increases your speed, right? So you guys are saying that increases your speed, your base speed or whatever? You know what? Fuck it. I'm not even gonna do. I'm done. No, I'm done. So what did we what did we decide on? I can't handle this. My tiny pea brain. 50% of people said that it is B tier. We're downvoting it into B tier, downgrading it into B tier. If that's just how it works, if that's true, if that's how it works, this item is just dog. Well, the only thing to do is move on. Forget this ever happened. And go to fresh meat. The only F tier item I think we'll get. This might be the first F tier item that we will decide on. And that is actually pretty pog. Energy in the same tier as Slug is a war crime. I feel like opinions differ heavily. Oh, thank God. All right, I finally looked at it, boys. You're voting it F tier. I'm so happy for you. Fresh meat is so dog. Now, for anyone who doesn't understand why fresh meat is so dog, I'm going to explain it really quick. Increases base health regeneration by plus 2 HP per second for 3 seconds, plus 3 seconds per stack after killing an enemy. So what this means is, if you kill one enemy, you get 2 HP per second for 3 seconds. That's a total of 6 seconds. If you kill another enemy during that 6 seconds, so let's say you're 3 seconds in, well, actually, no. Let's say you're 1 second in, so you're healed for 2 HP, right? And then you kill another enemy, it resets it and puts you all the way back. So you have to wait another 6 seconds from there. It doesn't actually add on the more kills you get. And the only thing this does per stack is give you another 6 HP total. So every stack gives you 6 HP healed per kill, which is honestly pathetic. It is crazy bad. It is terrible. Scrap tier. Out of my face. So fuck fresh meat. Next item on the docket. We have gasoline. Ooh, I love gasoline. I drink it all the time. This one's actually really good. For commando mains, I think this is really good, personally. I remember when I was playing commando a lot, I was like, wow, if I see a gasoline early on, this is like all the AoE I need. If you guys somehow put this in A tier, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm not gonna lie with you. I would find that hilarious. Where would Will-o'-the-Wisp go? If you put it in A, the only place Will-o'-the-Wisp could go is S. And by the way, okay, I want to point this out real quick because this is something a lot of people don't know because they keep commenting it on me. Killing an enemy ignites all enemies within 12, blah, 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 that doesn't matter. Enemies burn for 150% plus 75% per stack base damage. Okay, so what this means is that it doesn't actually increase the damage, right? So let's say it burns you for 5 seconds, right? Gasoline burns you for 5 seconds. On the first stack, it burns you for 5 seconds for 150% damage. If you get another gasoline, it doesn't actually increase this by plus 75%. Instead, it just adds to the duration. So it will actually burn you for more, but it takes longer. It's like the fresh meat of DPS items, if I could say that correctly. All right, 50% of you put it in B tier. I'm going to let you put it in B tier. I mean, I really can't stop you. Again, this is your tier list. This is you deciding what's going on here. I'm not going to stop you. But this is basically the fresh meat of DPS items. Lensmaker. Wait, is scrap in this thing? Okay, good. They don't have scrap in the tier list. I was gonna laugh my butthole off. So Lensmaker's glasses. I mean, it's just a crit item. You get 10. I'm gonna make sure everyone knows this because some of you have said you're new, so I don't know. Your attacks have a 10% plus 10% per stack chance to critically strike, dealing double damage. So this means it's essentially a 10% damage increase per stack, all the way up to 10, which gives you a 100% damage increase. You double your damage once you have 10. If you get 11, you get nothing else. Anything past 10 is useless. You start out with a base 1% chance, and then you have 2 other items in the game that can give you 3 items in the game that can give you a total of 15% bonus. So in reality, you only need 9 Lensmaker's glasses. Keep that in mind. Okay, we will begin the vote now. Okay, we're gonna stop it here. Obviously, 80%, 59 people out of 73 voted for S tier. So give it the old S tier. The first S tier on the entire list. First S tier on the list, Lensmaker's glasses. Medkit. Now, Medkit used to be a terrible item. This item used to be one of the worst items in the game because it only did the heal for 20 plus. So after the first like stage almost, it was useless. But now it gives you a 5% plus 5% per stack of your maximum health. So it's always going to scale with you, at least a little bit. Pretty pog. So the 2 seconds after getting hurt. Now what this means is that you can't be taking damage for 2 seconds. It's not 2 seconds after you get hurt. It's 2 seconds of you not being hurt. So if something hits you, lights you on fire, and you're on fire for 10 seconds, it won't heal you until after 12 seconds. Keep that in mind. Let's vote. What tier is this item? Which chat? Let's find out. All right, we've got a solid 50%. 50% A for the medkit. Again, this isn't really a contentious item, really. So I'm not going to do the giveaway for seeing who wants to talk about it because it's not contentious in the least bit. So we're going to be getting you to the A tier. Okay, what in the fudge is next? Monster Tooth. So this is the one that people were talking about. They say Monster Tooth greater than medkit. Is that true? Is Twitch chat going to say true? Let's see. Killing an enemy spawns a healing orb for 8. That's the base, plus an additional 2%, plus 2% per stack of maximum health. So 2% of your maximum health. You need to pick up a total of 50 monster teeth spawn orbs for it to work, for it to heal you to full. If you were theoretically at 0% health, which of course you'd be dead if that happened, so probably wouldn't happen ever. Okay, let's see how the voting is going. So we have 4 for S tier, that's a 5%. We have 29 for A tier. It is somewhat close between A and B tier, which is kind of weird considering we just agreed, me and someone else in the chat, that this was better than Medkit, but instead it shall reside next to it. They'll have a little handshake. Wow. Next item. Goat hoof. Okay, here we go. Here's the item that is mandatory A? Mandatory A, question mark. Remember, this increases your base movement speed, remember? Anyone remember? Any rememberers? Increases your base movement speed, so it makes you quicker with other items in the game. With Spinal Tonic, War Banner, Berserker's Pauldrons, and even energy drinks, I believe. So, wow. It actually stacks better than the energy drink? Whoa, crazy. Okay, so it looks like this is a guaranteed S. It looks like, hands down, this is the... Is this the biggest landslide for S? Was Crit Glasses even less of an S than this? Is this gonna be our second S and it's gonna be this crazy? Okay. All right, Goat Hoof, our second best item in the game. Or, well, I mean, I guess in terms of ranking, okay. Goat Hoof is the second item to make it to the tier list. Wow. So what's the next one we're going to be talking about? Personal Shield Generator. PSG. The P stands for poop. So what this item does is gives you a shield equal to 8% plus 8% per stack of your maximum health. So how this works, it kind of ruins your one-shot protection, but one-shot protection is kind of cringe lately anyway, so does anyone even really care? I'm gonna let you vote on this because, wow, garbage item. No cap. I agree with you guys saying that it is decent, but not bad. All right. And 35 seconds. We have to slow up the vote a little bit. Oh my God, it's a tie. All right. Giveaway time. Professor Eyebeam has been following. You are a follower. Pog you. What? Excuse me? Okay, BRB chat. You can't. Whoa. Hold. Excuse me. Okay. Here you go. Don't make your pizza after you win. You didn't expect it. Well, you won. All right. You get to decide. C or D, Mr. Eyebeam. Professor. I swear to God, if you go make pizza right now, I'm going to lose my mind. What item are we talking about again? We're talking about PSG, this item right here. E, bottom of C, 100%. All right, the man has spoken. Bottom of C for PSG. So I would think, okay, so this is how it goes, I suppose. I guess, maybe. So would this be the bottom of it right here? So this would be bottom. So this is saying it's worse than the Bustling Fungus Focus Crystal. Right there, bottom of C2. Okay, well, let's just say that. Repulsion Armor Plate. We call it a wrap where I am from. A wrap. This item only reduces it by a flat amount. Not quite a teddy bear, but it reduces it by a flat amount, which is pretty nice. And it can't reduce it below 1. This item does not scale with difficulty. What do you mean it does? Oh, okay, I see what you mean. I see what you're trying to say here. So you're saying it's worse because if the difficulty is really high, right? So if you were on Drizzle difficulty and you block 5 damage, that would be really pog. But if you were on Monsoon difficulty and you block 5 damage, that would be not as good because Monsoon is dealing 100, Drizzle's only dealing 10. I see what you mean. Still, it's not up to me, it's up to the Twitch. And they are saying B. 31 people and 46% are saying wrap is B. So this will take its home right next to Gasoline. Okay, I'm gonna put this above Slug. I'm gonna do my own thing here. I'm gonna at least put it above Slug. Let's be fair. Busted Key, as we like to call it here at Thursday Industries. Busted Key is probably one of the worst item in the game. I'm going to, before we vote, I'm gonna take you over here to the wiki. It will tell you the wiki chances. So what the rusted key does, a hidden cache containing an item will appear in a random location on each stage. Increases rarity of the item per stack. So the more rusted keys you get, the more likely you are to get a good item. However, it does not stack very well. In fact, it stacks stack special. It's not linear, exponential, or anything. It's pretty bad. So the math. To understand how the key affects, who cares? So for one key, you are 79%, almost 80% chance to get common, 20% to get uncommon, and 1%, less than 1% chance to get a legendary. I don't know if anyone else knows this. Let's see here. Let's go to the chests. I think there's a chest thing here. Interactables. Chest and equipment. It should tell us here. So a small chest has the exact same percent as a busted key box on this. And to get it to a large chest rarity, 80% uncommon, 20% legendary, that would take... Oh my god, it would never be that. But anyway, if you have 20 keys, you get 10% chance to get a common, 45% uncommon, 45% legendary. 5 keys. Yeah, it just doesn't good. It's not good. It's not good. Legendary, 20% on a large chest. Legendary with 5 stacks is only 12% on a busted key. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. We'll vote for it now. I'm sorry I had to talk so long, but let's be real here. It's not a very good item. Although, busted key, right? Extra item for free? Wow. 50%. Wow. All right, we're going to stop at 35 seconds. F tier item. Who would have thought the busted key is an F tier item? Not me. Not me. For sure not me. I would have thought it was way better. Heck W. All right, next up on the list. What are we going to get at? Soldier Syringe. Okay. Increases attack speed by 15% plus 15% per stack. So the Soldier Syringe isn't just an attack speed item. So your primary attack is usually what this is going to increase. But it can also increase your cast time. So if you're an artificer, right, you can cast abilities quicker. If you're everyone else in the game, you can cast abilities quicker. So it's not just attack speed. And I've seen some people say that this is technically a 15% damage increase, but it's not quite. But it should be around a similar damage increase to a crit glasses, right? I think, right? If you're a commando, this gives you a 50% damage increase. I've seen people say that before. I don't know. Let's get to voting. It's okay, that's what the key is supposed to be. XD. Stacks well with backup mag. Stacks well with backup mag, I agree. Is increase of DPS, not damage. Okay, there you go. So it's looking like A. Oh my god, that's a lot of A's. Holy shit, that's a lot of A's. So we're not even gonna give Soldier Syringe an S tier? Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, 35 seconds. 43 people voted, 66%. For S tier or A tier Soldier Syringe. Interesting. Our list is good. I'm gonna put this at the very top because I assume that's what you want. I'm gonna look at chat. Chat, do you think it should be at the top of A tier or towards the middle? What do you think? Is it better than all of these items or what? High A tier? Okay. All right, there we go. I'm just eyeballing this one. And Sticky Bomb. Moment of silence for Sticky Bomb. Ooh, moment of silence. We're gonna take 1 second here to say, Sag. All right, I guess we have to vote on it. Sad. It increases your damage by nothing. It only increases the chance on hit to attach to an enemy. 5% per stack. Meaning that you need 20 sticky bombs to get a 100% chance, but the damage does not increase. Sag. And it also cannot proc. I learned this recently. They also took off the chance for it to proc, or it doesn't proc ever. I'm not sure. S for Sag tier. Wait, did they remove the damage scaling? Oh, Neothopoulos. Oh, you poor soul, you don't know. Oh, you must have missed the funeral. Oh, they buried him so long ago. B for still free damage? Okay. Interesting. Right. 41% think that this item is B tier. Now, let's take a look at the B tier right now. Let's take a look at where Sticky Bomb is making its home. Sticky Bomb is making its home near Gasoline, Energy Drink, Cautious Slug, Repulsion Armor, and Armor Piercing Round. Oh, wait, no, wait. I said A tier, right? Wait, B tier? Yeah, it's B tier. Okay, well, I don't know why I got so lost there for a second, but this is where it makes its home. Low B? Yeah, it's on low B. Definitely low B. We'll keep it around there. Maybe at the bottom. Okay, it makes its home among those things now. That's kind of sad. Stun Grenade. Okay. A 5% stack chance. I'm going to let you guys immediately vote for this, but keep in mind, I don't think it's F tier. It's very strong. Okay, Clay Templars. Think about this. Clay Templars, they need to be stunned or they will machine gun you off the map. Think about it. Beetle Guards, they can be stunned. Those enemies can be stunned, and they're very powerful. If they're an elite enemy, Elder Lemurians, they can still be stunned, okay? You can't stun bosses, but you can still stun very strong elite enemies, which is pretty useful. So maybe not F tier. Maybe not F tier. And there we go. 40%, 24 people think that Stun Grenade belongs in the D tier. I can't say that I disagree. This is a pretty decent list so far, I won't lie. Making its home with Crowbar, Fireworks. Oh, God. The company you keep, it matters. Topaz Brooch. This item used to be completely busted. Keep in mind that the Topaz Brooch, right, the barrier, it used to have one-shot protection baked into it. So as long as you were above 90% HP on barrier, it was like you had two-shot protection. But they removed that, and now it's just basically extra health. You can still be one-shot even if you have barrier. Putting it in the A tier. A tier, all right. High A tier, I'm gonna eyeball it. Just tell me, high A tier or low A tier? Should it be above backup mag or below backup mag? That's where I think you want this to be, right? Below? Okay, we're gonna go below. Tougher Times. This is something that I believe is gonna be S tier easily. I don't even need to really talk. It will block any damage. It has a chance to block all damage. You take no damage if it blocks. It stacks in a really weird way. I think, hold on, let me look up before we start the vote, let me actually look up how it stacks. Hyperbolic, yes, hyperbolic. So this means that it can never, ever reach 100% block chance. If you have 255 Tougher Times, you only get 97%. And the value goes down drastically the more you stack it. So keep that in mind. I still think it's going to be S tier regardless, but I just wanted to point that out before we voted for it. Also, luck does not affect it. So if you get a Purity or a Clover, it does not matter. It will not affect the luck. It is the most unanimous vote so far. The most unanimous vote so far. 92%, 58 people say it's S tier. I'm thinking that that means it deserves being at the very top. I'm going to ask you, chat, do you think it's at the very top, the best one? It's the best S tier so far? Mid? You're thinking it's mid, so it should be between them. Okay. Mid. You know what? Let's do this like real men. Let's do this like real men. Below, the best item in the game. It's even better than most leg. Professor I-Beam hitting us with it. All right, hold up. Don't vote yet. We'll do a giveaway, and we'll determine where it goes based off of who gets this giveaway. Not following. Excuse me? Okay, we'll forgive you this one time. One time you get a freebie. Well, personally, I never get hit by literally anything, so it's a useless item. Wow, Kroger. That's true. Imagine being hit. Imagine needing to use Tougher Times. All of you people putting it in S tier are kind of weird. I never get hit. Teddy Top. All right. The man says Teddy Top. It takes a really long time for this to load. Oh, there we go. Teddy Top. Teddy Top. Lord Farquaad has spoken. It's at the very top. Best item in the game right now. Only 2 more items in the game are in common tier. Tri-tip dagger. What do we think? This used to be a terrible item. 15% plus 15% per stack, chance to bleed an enemy for 240% base damage. So what this means is that you can bleed something, and if you bleed an enemy that's already bleeding, you continually stack. And you can continually stack infinitely. So it refreshes the bleeds, so you can have over 1,000 bleeds on an enemy theoretically, but it will never get to that because they'll die before then. I think most of you understand what Tri-Tip Dagger does, so I don't want to talk too long, so let's vote. Keep in mind that it's much like crit glasses, where after you get the maximum amount of stack, so if you got 7 of these, it will not stack any further. You don't get an increased chance or anything else. So any Tri-Tips past 7, unless you have a different proc coefficient, which is a whole different scenario altogether, it's yeah, doesn't do anything. Can I get more votes? Everyone else is dumb. How I feel about America in a nutshell. And here we go, 88%. So this wasn't as unanimous as the teddy bears. This was between S and A tier, which is kind of weird since most people consider this to be the most broken item in the game right now. So let's do a giveaway real quick to determine whether or not this is the top item. All right, here's what I want you to type in. Just the tip. We will do 3. We're gonna do 3. The reason I want this is imagine you're someone coming in here for the first time. You have no idea what's happening. You see this in chat. What do? I won, pog me. So which do you think it is? Okay, it's S tier. Yes, we know that, Lemon. Do you think it should be at the top? Should it be at the top? Should it be in the middle? Or should it be at the bottom? That's your 3 options here. Top of S. Okay. He says top of S. It's lagging. All right, so he said top of S. We'll do another one. Oblivion Prophet. Where do you think it belongs? Yo, there we go. Where do you think it belongs, good sir? Mid of S. Okay, so he says mid of S. So we have a top of S and we have a mid of S. This hopefully is the tiebreaker. If this person says below S, I'm going to lose my mind. Mid of S. Okay. Ken's. There we go. Ken's. Usually the wise person in the chat. I won't lie. Ken's has a lot of good things to say most of the time. Oof. TT. Crit. Try. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we have to do another one. We have to do another one. I thought 3 would be a great tiebreaker, but everyone said something different. Okay, this is the tiebreaker. Sour Pen. Sour Pen. Where do you think it is? He said, okay. All right, the people said top of S. All right. Top of S. It's Tri-Tip Dagger. There we go. Tri-Tip Dagger is better than Tougher Times, better than Crit, and better than the Goat Hoof. Wow. Who would have thought? Let's see if it loads. Oh, it's still not. Oh, here we go. 2 OP. There we go. It finally loaded. I don't know why it took so long. Okay, so now we're going to be doing War Banner. Sometimes it's really quick. Sometimes it's really slow. I'm not going to tell you what to vote on this one. This one's pretty bad. It got better over time. It's a little bit better than it used to be because it now spawns on the teleporter. But other than that, it's still pretty bad. It's really terrible on Eclipse because you can't use it for Mithrix at all. Do with that as you will. Okay. 31 people, 51% think that War Banner is C tier. I think you are honestly on something. You are smoking penis right now. This item, War Banner. War Banner. You're putting War Banner next to Bungus. War Banner. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, chat. All right, so that is it for the common items. We are now on uncommon items. Wow, we get these now. Whoa. Can you imagine? I can't imagine. That's crazy. And the first item is my favorite item. So if you put this anywhere less than S tier, I will look at you differently, judge you differently, and strip you of your VIP if you have it. So, ATG, first item. Decide. Decide where you want to stand. Decide where you want to stand. To be real, if you want to be cool, S tier. 10% chance of fire missile that does 300% total damage plus 300% per stack. So this is a 30% damage increase per stack. And it can proc, and it does total damage. It's honestly crazy. Best item in the game. Best uncommon item in the game. I would vote S tier ever if you were talking with Purity. I'm not talking about Purity is poop. Dog poop. And it ruins the most perfect item in the game. We're gonna stop it here at 89%. 65 people have voted this item. I'm very proud of all 65 of you. S tier. What are we looking at here? Bandolier. I hate this item. Honestly, I hate seeing it. Every time it drops from anything, I feel bad about it. I feel worse than Chronobobble about this item. If I'm being honest. Chronobobble has a use. This doesn't really. Alright, we're going to finish it. 40 seconds. We give you 41 seconds to decide that this is a D tier item. Couldn't agree more. This item sucks. Where you at, Bandolier? D tier. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Think for a second about this. Think of how this looks, guys. The Bandolier, which resets as a chance to reset all skill cooldowns, is below War Banner. I bet you're regretting some of your choices now, aren't you? I bet you're regretting some of your choices now. But it's too late, can't go back, no time machine. What's next? Berserker's Pauldron. Killing 3 enemies within 1 second sends you into a frenzy for 6 seconds. Plus 4 per stack, increases movement speed by 50% and attack speed by 100%. So, it's basically this gives you 2 energy drinks worth of movement speed. And then increases your attack speed by like 10 soldier syringes. To put that into context for you. Choose your tier. Finished it up. So 50% of the people believed it to be A tier. Nice. Way to go. Not bad. We'll worry about that later. We'll worry about this later. I'll put it in mid tier right in... Actually, no, we'll put it at the top because it's better than soldier syringe, right? Yeah, we'll put it there for right now. Let's just be comfortable with where it is right now. That way we can do the next item. But Chronobobble. Slow enemies on hit for 60% movement speed for 2 seconds. Increases by +2 per stack. Wow. Any Eclipse gamers? Any Eclipse gamers in the chat? Because this is a good item on Eclipse. Wow. Is this going to be the meme item for Twitch, or are we waiting till Deathmark? I'm stopping it here because we now have an S tier. Wow. All right, Chronobobble making the honestly, I'm not surprised in the least bit at all. This is, you know what, at the very top. At the very top. This is where chat wants it to be, I believe. So we got Chronobobble S tier. Good job, everyone. Basically how I saw it going down in my head. Deathmark. Deathmark's the next one. Enemies with 4 or more debuffs are marked for death, increasing damage taken by 50% from all sources. For 7 plus 7 per stack seconds. Now, here's something I will say. Anything that increases by duration and doesn't directly increase like your damage or proc chance or anything like that, are they not the worst items in the game? Is it like, are items like that not legitimately? I mean, let's look at them real quick. Increases by duration, Chronobobble. What's the other one? Increases by duration, gasoline. Fresh meat increases by duration. Are they not just the worst items in the game? Like, I gotta say. This item literally will not do anything until you have 4 or more debuffs. You have to have at least 4 debuffs before this does anything for you. I would say this is D, maybe F tier. I rarely, unless you are Rex, Artificer, or Acrid, I don't think you can get the Deathmark reliably unless you loop several times. It's worst item to see early on in the game. The later it goes, maybe you'll want it, but it's still really difficult to get all 4. Merc, I don't think Merc can get a debuff. Exposed only lasts for like 1 second, right? Like, for exposed to count as a debuff, quote unquote, you have to leave the exposed on them, which defeats the purpose of putting exposed on someone. If you play multiplayer, then it is quite effective. I guess if you play multiplayer and there's multiple people who can apply multiple debuffs, maybe it's good. But as a solo player and as someone without any friends, any truers in the chat for that one, yeah, it's probably not very good. So C, that's fair. C is fair. Let's go over here. Where are you at C? You're over here with Bustling Fungus, War Banner, PSG, and Focus Crystal. What a group. They should start their own rock band. Next item on the list, we have a Fuel Cell. Now, Fuel Cell is a good item for a lot of reasons, but the main one being is that it gives you an extra stack of your equipment. So you get one extra use of your equipment, which is far better than the Gesture of the Drowned for one reason. You get to choose when to use this item, and you get multiple stacks of it. So you could stack it up. Like if you had 1 Prion and 10 fuel cells, that means you could choose when you can have all 10 Prions at once. Do a bunch of damage. Wow. So let's vote on it. Yeah, it gives a stack and CDR. It does both, which is the real cool champ thing. Plus, keep in mind, anyone who's new to the game, you might not know this, but it's legitimately, equipment in this game is broken. It's crazy broken. Royal Capacitor, for example, one of the best items in the game, and if you pair it with a Renault's band, oh, it's off to the races. So, okay, 42 people. 42 people. We're getting less of the voters overall the longer it goes. Kind of sad. 25 people, 59% said S tier. Wow. Where's this at? S tier. Where do we... I'm going to eyeball this one, chat. I'm going to eyeball this one. Top, bottom, or mid? Top, bottom, or mid? Top, bottom, or mid? Mid. I see a lot of mids. All right, boom. We're putting it mid. We're putting it above Tougher Times, but below this. Thor's Tome. A 4% chance to drop a treasure worth 25 gold. Scales over time. I've been told that this number, the scales over time, is a free chest, I think. A free small chest. So it's a 4% chance per stack for you to get one free chest on that map. Not a high percent chance. If you get like, I mean, you can do the math yourself because I'm not good at it. But still, 4% chance is super low, but it's a free chest. All you have to do is kill. That's pretty pog. It is affected by Clover. Yes, good on you, chat. It is affected by Clover. Even with like 10 stacks of it, you only have 40%. At that point, you're loaded. I guess that's true. I mean, the later it goes in the game, it probably isn't as useful. But it's still I can't remember the word. I don't know what word I would use for it, but it's useful in the early game at least. So C tier it is. Ooh, Harvester Scythe. Ooh, this one's good. Ooh. So the cool thing about the Harvester Scythe, now the Harvester Scythe gives you a hidden 5% critical strike chance, which is really good in and of itself. But it also critical strikes heal you for 8 plus 4 per stack health. So you get 8 in the initial stack. Now this is per hit. So if you're captain, for example, and you crit, all of your pellets will actually heal for you. So it's 8 times however many pellets the captain has. So multiply 8 times whatever the captain has, and that's the heal. I just wanted to put that out there before you vote. I want to give you all the information. This isn't like American democracy where I tell you nothing and hope you vote for me. This is Twitch democracy. Far superior, with a lot more simps. Alright, we let it run for long enough. 1 minute, that's a long time. Long time. So, S tier. Interesting. Harvester Scythe, wow, you have a lot of simps. We're gonna put you in bottom, because I feel like you're not as strong as some of these items, but you're still good. I still love you, Harvester Scythe. Hapu Feather. Affectionately named after the developer of the game, Hapu. Hapu Games. Gain 1 plus 1 per stack maximum jump count. So basically, you get to be mercenary for free. And by free, I mean 1 green item. So technically not free, but still. Who doesn't want to be mercenary but not have to play mercenary? Me. 52%. Oh, we're getting up 50. Let it run till 40 seconds, and bah. That was a close vote with only 2 votes being separated between S and A tier. Wait, where's this? S tier? Okay, this is low S tier. The A tier and the S tier were really close, low S tier. Sorry, boys. Sorry, all my Hapu simps. That's where it belongs. This is the issue with using democracy for a tier list. Too many S tier. That's true. There is a lot of S tier going on here. We have more S tier items than any other tier, which is crazy. This S tier is supposed to be the best items in the game, which is statistically incorrect. You can't have 50% of the items in the game being S tier. Don't work like that. Infusion. Killing an enemy increases your health permanently by 1, plus 1 per stack, up to a maximum of 100, plus 100 per stack health. So when you stack this, let's say you have 2 infusions, right? Instead of the normal 1. You would get 2 HP per stack, up to a maximum of 200. So it makes it easier to stack up. Sort of. Not really. It doesn't really change the number too much, but still. Alright, we're back. What did we decide on? What do you do outside of YouTube and Twitch? Sleep, eat, and poop. Alright, so we got B. Wow, only 51 votes of 3 minutes? Wow, you guys really don't want to use your democratic rights. B it is for infusion? Cringe. But it's your tier list, not mine. I'm going to put it mid. Actually, no, I have to put it above Slug. Honestly, I have to put so many of the... I'm putting Slug at the bottom. Yeah, this seems about right. That seems okay. I just can't handle the fact that Slug was going to be above Infusion. Couldn't be me. Alright, Kajaros, that's the next one we go for. Keep in mind that Kajaros can only proc on... hits that deal more than 400% damage. So Commando without grenades cannot proc this. Wow. Are we sure? Does anyone else want to vote? Does anyone else want to put 4 votes in to at least tie it up to S tier? Anyone? Anyone? There we go. Now it's tied up. Anyone want to put in more? Anyone want to put in 2 more on the S tier? 2 more on the S tier. If you vote S, if you type in S in the chat right now. Wow. Oh my god. Whoa. S tier item? Whoa. Crazy. Well, best item in the game. That's what chat wanted. It's in S tier. And in fact, here, we'll put this. We'll do this. S tier. Let's rank. I know we're supposed to be doing this in order, but it feels wrong to do Kajaros and not talk about Reynolds. So what do we think about Reynolds Band? Reynolds Band is just the same thing, but in my opinion, my humble opinion, better. This one does 400% damage, but doesn't do the AoE, so it's more likely to hit them. Rigged election? No, 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 no. We always do votes that long. Always. I was just letting you know that you could vote. I was just letting all the S'ers know that they could vote. Oh, wow. Okay, the A'ers are mad right now, so they're becoming F'ers. Listen, you are the 32%. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. Wow, the vote only goes until 40 seconds, so S tier again. Wow. Now, listen, I'm fair. I'm a fair dictator, okay? When I rig my elections, I do allow you to speak your piece. Oh. Oh. Samus. Oh. Well. Alright, use code F if you want to speak your piece. Well, this is for... By the way, what you're entering for is to determine whether or not Reynolds goes above Kajaros or Kajaros goes above Reynolds. Keep that in mind. That's what you're entering for. It's not for F or S, okay? Not to be anything like that. You're both equal in my opinion. Well, Lemon, if you get up here, then you can say that. But I will say that it's not all peaches and roses, okay? We can't just have a world where one thing is equal to the other. One has to be greater than the other. That's how it works. Have you ever seen FMA equivalent exchange? No. That's not even true. By the way, the equivalent exchange in that show is BS. It's never equivalent, okay? It's never equivalent. To the top it goes. Which one? Which one, Fire Icarus? Are we talking Kajaros or Reynolds? Reynolds, okay. Reynolds to the top. Icarus has spoken. To the top it goes. The squid! The ordering in this tier list is so effed up. What do you mean? It's only because we don't have squid at the top yet. It's not quite at the top yet. Wait, did I just skip? Oh, I might have skipped. Hold on. Did I skip items? You're joking. I didn't skip items. Oh no, I did. I just I forgot that we weren't on Ronald's. We were on Kajaros. Well, who cares? Squid Pog. Squid gets anything it wants. It gets the premium service. 72% say it's S tier. This is your tier list. Twitch. All right, this is your vote. This is what you guys wanted. This is you. If it makes you question democracy, maybe that's what it should do. Leeching Seed. Pog. All it does is every hit. I guess I should explain the item a little bit. Every time you deal damage, it heals you for +1 per stack, okay? But keep in mind, this is very important information here to formulate your decision with, which I know you guys usually don't use information, but the value of this item's healing is multiplied by its proc coefficient. Even though it will always show as 1 for every hit, it often heals less. So this means if your proc coefficient is 0.5, it will only heal you for half of 1, which is 0.5. Right? Oh wait, no, it's multiplied by the proc. Wait, yeah, 50%. All right, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind while you're voting. It's not always +1. It's dependent on the proc coefficient. All right. C tier it is. Now, this is where you're putting Leeching Seed right now. Everyone take a look at the screen, because I'm not sure if you guys are at this point. This is where you're putting Leeching Seed. Leeching Seed is currently underneath Sticky Bombs, Cautious Slug, and Gasoline, and sharing space with War Banner and Focus Crystal. That's where you wanted to put it. Not my list. I'm just letting you know what I'm seeing on the screen right now. That's just what's happening. That is democracy. This is freedom. I honestly don't even want to talk about this item because it's so bad, but I have to make sure that you guys know what this means. It releases a Healing Nova during the teleporter event, healing all nearby allies for 50% of their HP. Occurs 1 + 1 per stack time. So how this works is, we'll go to the wiki so it will tell us ourselves. So it basically like divides itself. So if you have 2 daisies, it will heal once at 33% and again at 66%. 3, it goes 25%, 50%, and 75%, and then blah, 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 blah. There's an equation for it, but we don't give a shit about that. Twitch doesn't care about math. No one's gonna graduate. Let's vote. F tier. Okay. I can fuck with this vision. This is a good item tier list ranking right here. Lepton Daisy. F tier. This is scrap tier, by the way. F tier is scrap tier. I don't know if I can change that. Honestly, if you guys would have put Lepton Daisy up here in C tier, I would have lost my mind. I honestly might have just ended it there. Ooh, Guillotine. Instantly kill elite monsters below 13%, plus 13% per stack health. This does not start at 13%. For anyone who doesn't know, it stacks just like Tougher Times. It's hyperbolic, meaning you can never reach 100%. If you have 10... Actually, let's just start with 1. If you have 1 Guillotine, it's only 11%, even though it says it starts at 13%. And then stacks for 13% per stack. You would think having 2 stacks would give you 36%, or 26%, right? No, it gives you 20.6%. So, again, keep this in mind when you're voting. Remember, use facts and information. Okay, so let's see where we're at. Finish poll. A tier. Interesting. So you guys believe, Twitch chat believes, that it should be A tier. Put it here. I'm going to put it towards the middle because I guarantee you it's better than almost every item in this list. So an item that instantly kills elite enemies at a certain health threshold is an A tier item. But a double jump is an S tier item. Moving on. Old War Stealth Kit. Old War Stealth Kit. Chance on taking damage to gain 40% movement speed and invisibility for 3 seconds plus 1.5 second per stack. Chance increases the more damage you take. So the lower your health, oh wait, no, the more damage you take, that's worded interestingly. So the chance to turn invisible is based on the percentage of max health and max shield the damage dealt. Okay, so if this did like 50% of your health in damage, it would have a really good percent chance to activate. And the chance is affected by 57 Leaf Clover. So keep that in mind. So if something almost one-shots you, you're almost guaranteed for the Old War Stealth Kit to proc. That's new information for me. I didn't know that. I thought it was supposed to be the lower health you were. I didn't know that it was based off of damage. You don't, when this goes up on YouTube, do you want to be called Papegas by YouTube comments? Or do you want to be called Pog? What would you rather be? Okay, well, looks like B tier for you, Mr. Stealth Kit. Where you at? B tier. I almost put it in the A tier on accident, so B tier. We're gonna put you here. That's not bad. That's fair. Fair ranking. Predatory Instincts. Another item with increased attack speed and a hidden 5% critical chance. So critical strikes increase attack speed by 12%. So every time you crit, you get 12% increased attack speed up to a cap of 3. So if you crit 3 times in a row, you get 36%. And then every stack gives you another 24%, which gives you 2 extra crits. So if you had 2 stacks of Predatory, if you crit 5 times, you would have a bunch more attack speed. Pog. So each crit is basically a little bit less than a Soldier Syringe. Just saying. But in total, it's greater than a Soldier Syringe. Just saying. C tier because I hate the way it looks on every character. There you go. Think about that, Twitch chat. Think about the cosmetic value of the item. Is the item looking cool on your character? Or is it looking bad on your character? Alright, S tier. I gave it a minute. That was the fair shake. Predatory Instincts, S tier. I'm really surprised at some of the items you managed to get in the S tier, but don't put in the A. It's not my list. Not my list. It's your list. Your list. Predatory, Pog, Razor Wire. My favorite item outside of ATG. Like in terms of items that I like to see, Razor Wire. Wow. This is better ukulele. I'll prove it to you with stats and figures. So Razor Wire. Every time you get hit, you fire projectiles at nearby enemies for 160% damage whenever they take damage. And where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Has a proc coefficient of 0.5. Has a proc coefficient of 0.5. Where's the ukulele? Ukulele has a proc coefficient of 0.2. Need I say more? Need I say more? S tier. Also on certain survivors like Rex, yes, it's really, really, really good. My favorite thing to do with Razor Wire is to step in the fire of the Fire Elite trails and slowly kill myself so that I hurt everything around me. That's just me. And that's it for the poll. 13 people, 48% say A tier. I'm trying to click buttons. I can't tab in. There we go. Razor Wire. A tier. Making its home with all these other items. I'm going to put it right here. That's a fair rub. All right, let's see here. Red Whip. I did have a video on this item that told me, or told you guys that I thought it was my favorite item. Wasn't entirely accurate. Not very good. Leaving combat boosts your movement speed. So unlike Cautious Slug, combat means that you have to not be taking damage and also not doing any actions that would initiate combat. So if you used an ability, that counts as being in combat, I think. But at the very least, you're not allowed to shoot things. All right, there we go. B tier. Oh, Leeching Seed. How does it feel to know that you are below, a whole ass tier below Red Whip? Okay. Where the fudge are we? Rose Buckler. That is the new item that we are on. Vote your little hearts out, boys and girls. Increases armor by 30, plus 30 per stack while sprinting. Only while sprinting, and there's very few survivors in the game that can attack while sprinting. Huntress and Mercenary being the two, I think. Technically, Acrid can use his M2 while sprinting, so he could sort of count. And I think multi with Power Sock and Sprint 2. So those are 4. There you go. I'm a Merc main. Why don't you just say you like pain instead? And the poll goes to the B tier. 38%. Where the B tier. Here are we. Ukulele. Okay. I feel like I already know where this one's going to go. Gonna say a word. I think Razor Wire is just a better version of this item, so kind of cringe, but there's one person trolling. Here, hold on. Let me do a check real quick. Fire Icarus. Wow, not even voting. Shake my head, Fire Icarus. We can see. Wait, where am I going? Ukulele. S tier. Oh wait, we're back. 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 Anyone here? Anyone here? Anyone here? Anyone here? Anyone here? Okay, I need to reset my brain. I was too focused on trying to restart. Okay, so where are we? All right, where the fuck were we? Okay, we were at ukulele. All right, you voted for ukulele. I put it in S tier. It's a little less good than this thing. This, squid. Yes. Yupcock. Horhorn. Finish. 46% and 14 people have said that the B tier it is for this item. Where are you, Warhorn? B tier. You're up here with Red Whip. I'm going to place you right next to your brothers and sisters in the tier list. And now we are on Wax Quail. So this is one of the final uncommon items that we will be voting for. Wax Quail gives us a little hop. The more of these you have, I think the worse off you are. So jumping while sprinting boosts you forward by 10 meters. Plus 10 meters per stack. Nice. Pretty solid. It's one of the best movement items in the game, in my honest, humble opinion. In fact, I think on my own tier list, I put it in S tier. Did I put it in S tier? Finish poll. 54%, 17 people say that it's A tier. And I couldn't agree more. A tier. Which tier? A tier. What do you mean? Which tier? A tier. That joke a little too cheesy for y'all? Okay. Will of the Wisp. Now this is the item that I was really waiting for, because its dumber cousin Gasoline is in B tier. So what are you gonna do, Twitch? On killing an enemy, spawn a lava pillar in a 12 meter plus 2.4 meter per stack radius for 350% plus 280% per stack base damage. So it increases damage with the more stacks you get, and increases the AoE. So all around, it's a really good item to stack. A or S? Wow. Okay, tie. Ooh, spicy. So we're going to be putting in A tier, because 3 more people voted for A tier than voted for S tier. And that's how democracy works. Unless you're American. But of course, the Electoral College selects for you, which would be me. And since it's not my tier list, I can't do that. Anyway, Will of the Wisp is the last uncommon item in the list. We are now on legendary items. We're gonna be starting down here. Are you prepared to vote for these items? Because I don't think you are. I think you voted for how many of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 S tier items. That's 14 S tier items. The most out of every tier in the game, and we have just now gotten to the red items. So I feel like this might fill up a little early. Okay, and the first item we will be, is it really Clover? Is Clover really the first item that pops up? Clover, it is the first item that pops up. I'm not saying that I have assassins sent to your house if I see anything but S tier, but I do know where you live. All random effects are rolled +1 per stack times for a favorable outcome. This means that every time that you are about to proc something, it will re-roll until you proc it, or until you run out of re-rolls. So, if you had like 3 clovers, and you somehow manage to not proc something 2 times in a row, it's gonna re-roll. And then it'll hopefully proc for you. I don't know, I'm not explaining it well. Hopefully you understand what it means. 5 people, how many? 13% of the chat are going to get a knock on their doors tonight. If you open that door, well, you'll see. There we go. S tier at the very top. This is personally, in my opinion, best item in the game. But we'll vote for this later. Don't worry your pretty little heads. We'll vote for this later. Aegis. What is it? Healing past full grants you a temporary barrier for 50% plus 50% per stack of the amount you healed. This means if you are at full health and you heal for 100 health, you will get 50 barrier. And then if you have 2 stacks, you would instead get 100 barrier. It's really good for the engineer. Aegis D tier on console because it doesn't work. Well, if we were ranking things based off of what doesn't work on console, I feel like everything would be F tier because consoles are apparently broken. Every single day I hear another thing about how this certain thing does not work on console. Apparently chat believes that it is a B tier item. Chat, I really don't want to scold you. I don't want to scold all of you in here. But this is Aegis, okay? This item right here, it's Aegis. Look at this. Follow it with your eyes. Follow it with your eyes. This is Aegis. This is the tier you put it on. This tier. Let me put it somewhere, like, to put it in perspective. This is sandwiched between Rose Buckler. Actually, no, let's do this. This is better. It's sandwiched between Cautious Slug and Red Whip. Sounds right. Twishy had spoken. I mean, listen, I'm not scolding you. I'm just pointing out where it's at, you know? I'm just making sure you know its address, its location. All right, next item on the list. Red items, not so lucky today, are we? Alien Head. Reduces skill cooldowns by 25% plus 25% per stack, and it stacks exponentially. Read this right here, exponentially. That means it does not actually stack it by plus 25% per stack. Let's go over here just to check to make sure what it was stacking. So, if you have 2, a 3-second cooldown is... Okay, I'm not going to read this. Never mind. Never mind. It just... You know what? Let's pretend that it does stack like this. Fuck math, am I right? Drop out of school, kids. Haha. People like cooldown reduction. That's what I'm getting from this. I find it hard to believe that people like Alien Head more than Aegis, but I am just a figurehead. I'm just the person changing the scoreboard. I am the Pizza Hut employee that has to change the things outside with letters on them. I don't remember what those are called. Are those billboards? I'll just call them letter places. Brain Stalks. Upon killing an elite monster, enter a frenzy for 4 seconds, plus 4 per stack. Where skills have no cooldowns. Now this means no cooldowns only means 0.5 second cooldown because there is a global cooldown. This doesn't mean no cooldowns. This means 0.5 second. Let's be clear about that. It's a temporary purity. That's not how this works. No. Not that helpful because inconsistent. Well, keep in mind, I'm going to finish the poll right here. We're going to finish it right here. Keep in mind that Guillotine is A tier. Brainstalks is also A tier. So inconsistent, maybe. But if you would have put Guillotine up there, maybe it wouldn't be that as consistent. You know what I'm saying? Maybe with Guillotine, Brainstalks would be better. Brilliant Behemoth. This is the perfect legendary item. I think very well balanced. All of your attacks explode in a 4 meter plus 2.5 meter per stack radius for a bonus 60% total damage to nearby enemies. That means if you do 1,000 damage, this will do 60% of that 1,000 damage. Wow, that's crazy. But it does not stack with damage and instead only stacks with your AoE, which is kind of lame. And it's a very small AoE, so you can't even really call it an AoE item. It's more for people who can't aim and can sort of get it next to an enemy. Also super fun to use on Merc. But it's garbage on Commando. Yes, because Commando doesn't do any damage because Commando is garbage, so most items aren't as good. Shattering Justice is actually better than the Behemoth. Well, we don't know that for sure, Kens. Remember. Chat decides. Although they did put this in S tier. So cool. We'll put you here. Yeah, we'll put you about there. There. That's fair, I think. What's next? Ceremonial daggers. Killing an enemy fires out 3 homing daggers to deal 150% plus 150% per stack base damage. And this works with, what's that one, the on-kill equipment called? Forgive Me Please. Forgive Me Please spawns these. So if you have a Forgive Me Please, really good. This is a really good item. Extremely good. If it's not S tier, I will be shocked. Dictator streamer put it in S tier already. I'm only slightly dictatorish, okay? I'm only a little bit of a dick. Yo, I don't know who this guy is, but this commenter right here is literally me. Fireworks and disposable missile launcher breaks the game. Everything just dies before you can do anything else. Also, the ATG missile makes it even more ridiculous. This is literally something I would comment. Wow. All right. +1 for this guy. Can I upvote? Oh, no, I'm not logged in. All right. Imaginary upvote to you, sir. S tier. See? You guys are actually making sense now. What's going on? When we disconnected from the stream, did we lose all the Pepegas? Microbots. Do we add microbots? Does microbots show up here? Microbot. Okay, microbots is on the tier list, so we'll do it. You can't get this item at all. There's no way you can get this item other than being captain, but we're gonna vote on it anyway because who cares? XD LOL Lamau. Okay, without cheating, you can't get it, Equinox. Without cheating. Well, maybe that's not considered cheating? I don't know. Bending of the rules. Alright, chat believe it's S tier. I couldn't agree more. This item is what makes the captain super good. Dio's best friend. Get your JoJo references out now. Upon death, this item will be consumed and you will return to life within 3 seconds, or with 3 seconds of invulnerability. That means you can't be killed again for 3 seconds. This is super good on the engineer because it respawns all of his turrets and you don't have to lose the Dio's best friend. It's an A tier. The thing about this item is it's not even a JoJo's reference. It's just the name of one of the developer's dogs. But everyone thinks it's a JoJo's reference, which is pretty funny, especially since the captain looks like Jotaro. So people think that's a JoJo's reference too. Lamau. Dio's best friend. What actually really solid item. Oh, Frost Relic. Okay, let's do this vote quick. You know what? 20-second vote. 20-second vote on Frost Relic. Killing an enemy surrounds you with an ice storm that deals 600% damage per second. Storm grows with every kill, increasing its radius by 1 meter. Stacks up to 6 meters. So that means even if you stack this, you have to get more kills for it to increase the radius. It's really bad. It's a terrible item. I hate this item. Let's see what the vote is at right now. 20 seconds. Yep. C tier. I don't even care. I just don't even want it on my screen right now. Being honest with you, let's just get it out of here. Gross. Ooh, head stomper. Or I affectionately call it the head stat. Takes away all fall damage. So if you have lethal fall damage on, this is a really good item to, pick up. Pretty good item. 20 out of 20. A tier item. Okay, that's fair. Where are you, head stomper? A tier. Happiest Mask. Happiest Mask is an interesting one. Killing enemies has a 7% chance to spawn a ghost of the killed enemy with 1500% damage. Last 30 seconds. 30 seconds per stack. So, if you kill an enemy, it multiplies its damage by 1500% when they're spawned with the Happiest Mask. This is really good if you have a 57-leaf clover because the chance is affected by the 57-leaf clover. And if you get some certain good enemies like fire elites or something like that, it's actually pretty powerful. But it's also pretty useless in most scenarios, so. Yeah, Mask can also kill you if you're not careful. For example, the whatchamacallits. I forget what they're called. Clay Dune Striders. Clay Dune Striders are really bad. Oh yeah, and Void Reavers, yes. Hold up, yes, you are right. If Void Reavers end up dying and exploding, you can still die to them. So certain things like that, you're kind of screwed with the Happiest Mask, so. It's kind of an anti-gamer item. People have spoken really, there's no, okay, come on. Are we sure about this ranking? Are we sure about this? I'm okay with it. The great thing about this right here is that I can use this and this is screenshot, okay? I take a screenshot of this, I upload it to YouTube, put this as a thumbnail. I put a big giant red arrow to Happiest Mask and I say broken, question mark, broken. So, win-win scenario for me. Hardlight Afterburner. Now, I was told by Endy that I need to get Hardlight Afterburner to S tier. So, if we continue with his wishes, is that Pog? Hardlight Afterburner. Add +2 per stack. Charges of your oh my god. Gives you more charges of your utility skill, okay? And then it reduces its skill cooldown by 33%. Cool. You got the effect. You can read. I trust in you. I feel like the more I said S, the more people spammed other letters. So, good thing we ended there. Democracy, Pog. Alright, whenever Endy gets back, or if he ever comes back to the stream, I'll let him know. If he ever watches this on YouTube, Pog. Ooh, Interstellar Death Plant. I call this IDS. I have no idea why. It's basically better Bustling Fungus at the beginning, but it doesn't stack healing. So it heals you for 10% of your maximum health every second in a 5 meters, and it increases the like meters per stack, but it doesn't increase the heal. So it's actually worse Bustling Fungus, but better initially. It's better for other survivors, I guess. If you're not Engineer, this is worse Bustling Fungus, but if you are other survivors, it's better Bustling Fungus. How about that? That's fair. You're going to scrap a legendary item, Squeeze Me. So C and F tier. What the fuck? It got tied. Alright, you know the deal. When there's a tie, we gotta do a tiebreaker. Okay, type in bad item. Type in bad item. If you win the giveaway, you get to choose which tier. C. Alright, Lucky has spoken. Lucky decides that it is C tier. I'll put it right next to Bungus too. The two can get cozy. Scrap Nehukanas. Or Nukahanas, as most people call it. I call it Nehukanas because it triggers people. Store 100% plus 100% per stack of healing of soul energy. Once you get enough okay, basically, this item heals you. Or this item does damage when you heal yourself. Pog you. Doesn't count regeneration items such as Cautious Slug. Only counts like certain items that like Leeching Seed, Harvester Scythe, Bustling Fungus, things like that. Does not count regeneration. Boom. Do heal, do damage. A tier. A tier it is. Ah, thank God. Whoever was about to put this in B tier, you were smoking penis, sir. Okay, whoever was gonna put this item I'm holding in my little paw right here, you are smoking penis. Would you want me to put it right next to Cautious Slug? Is this what you wanted to see? Explain yourself. A tier, thank God. Oof. Imagine what Twitch comments or YouTube comments would have said if they saw Nukahanas underneath Happiest Mask. Can you imagine? I can. You guys were about to get roasted. I mean, you're still probably gonna get roasted, but still. Rejuvenation Rack, pretty simple. It doubles your healing for the first stack, and then it gives you 100% per stack after that. Cool. This affects your regeneration as well, so it will double the Cautious Slug and your base regen as well. So the Rejuvenation Rack is going in the S tier. We'll put it right next to Squid Pog. Nice. Oh god, it's the Resonance Disc. I forget about this item every now and then. What does Butts McKenzie have to say? More useful in the late game, when it won't be killing things instantly. Weird to think of it that way, but consider this. Because it pierces enemies, it doesn't kill. You get more damage out of it when the enemy... Okay, well, whatever he said, I agree with. But Mackenzie, you are truly the savant of Risk of Rain 2. The disc launches itself towards 300% base damage, plus 300% per stack. 1,000% base damage, plus 1,000% per stack. Basically, this thing just does damage and stacks with more damage and does more damage and more damage. You kill things, you get damage. It's really cool. I like it. Where's this at? Resonance Disc. Where did we finish on? A tier. Thank God. Oh, I really don't have to deal with the fallout of this. Sentient Meathook. Ooh, this is basically... Okay, this is better ukulele in every sense of the way. In literally every aspect, this is better ukulele. 20% chance to hit 10 enemies for 100% total damage. And it increases the chance per stack and the amount of enemies hit per stack. It is literally just a better version of the ukulele in every... Okay, we're going to finish it right now at 23 seconds because 100%. That's crazy. No item has gotten 100% yet. So we're going to post this one up. Where you at? Right up here. Not even the clover got 100%. That's crazy. Okay, Shattering Justice. After hitting an enemy 5 times, reduce their armor by 60 for 8 plus 8 per stack seconds. Let's go here. Let's be statistical about this. Let's see how much armor reduction does. 60 armor. It should be here. So minus 60 armor is a 1.6 or 1.37 damage multiplier. So you're doing almost 38% more damage. 38% more damage. Wow. Keep that in mind while you're voting. I want you to be informed. 66% say it is S tier. So S tier, S tier, S tiering we shall go.
Can we get purity in S?
Put you right here next to ceremonial daggers. Get cuddled up, queen. Soulbound catalyst. Kills reduce equipment cooldown by 4 seconds, plus 2% seconds per stack. So imagine for a second, imagine with me. Imagine for a second with me that you have a Forgive Me Please, a ceremonial dagger, and a soulbound catalyst. Every time you get a kill from your ceremonial daggers, you're allowed to throw out more Forgive Me Pleases. With more Forgive Me Pleases, you're allowed to get more ceremonial daggers. The loop continues. Need I say more? Vote S. Well, S, it looks like we are securing 50% say. 50% of doctors say Soulbound Catalyst is good for your health, and I am a doctor's. There you go. Fire out lightning that hits 3 enemies for 200% base damage every 0.5 seconds. The Tesla coil switches off every 10 seconds. So technically this item doesn't work every 10 seconds. That's kind of cringe. But I am not the person who is deciding. It is you. Actually, that's stupid. Well, it's the truth. 60% of doctors and Twitch chatters say that the Tesla coil is S tier. Where's it at? Where's the meat hook? There we go. Meat hook and Tesla coil. Buddies till the end. Wake of Vultures. I don't even have to tell you what this item does. You all know what it does. Nothing. Vote. And that's about what I expected. F tier item scrap tier. Nobody wants this in their inventory. Please buff or get rid of it. My opinion, this should make it so you're immune to certain things. Like the ice elites, I think. Or wait, is that not how it works? I don't remember. Honestly, I don't. I think you're immune to effects while you're elite. I don't know. Terrible item though, regardless. Alright, we're finally to boss items. Wow, we made it, Twitch chat. We're finally moving on up to the next tier. So boss items. Let's look at the list while I change this. Okay, so let's look at the list so far. Now that we're about to move on to boss items, let's take a mental image of what's going on right now. So we have a bunch of red items in the S tier. The S tier is the most full out of all of the tiers. It is literally filled to the brim with items. These items range from Chronobobble, Hapu Feather, Squid Pog, and certain red items like Clover, Tesla, and is there a bad one in here? Actually, so far there wasn't really a bad red item in here. There were no meme red items. Kinda sad. Nukahana's is sharing space with the Happiest Mask and Brainstalks. The Desk Plant and Frost Relic are apparently similar items, and Leeching Seed still criminally underrated and currently next to Deathmark, Gore's Tome, and War Banner. Wake of Vulture is the only F tier, scrap tier legendary item, even below Frost Relic, so terrible item. Wow. Okay, moving on. Penis. Oh, vagrant penis, I mean, not regular penis. I would never say that, Twitch. I'm talking about an animal penis. Falling below 25% health causes you to explode, causes you to coom all over the map, dealing 6,000% base damage. Recharges every 30 seconds. The only thing it does when it stacks is decreases the cooldown. And while the damage is a lot, Imagine being below 25% health. F tier, because I never get hit. F tier, because I never get hit. If anyone here puts it above F tier, you get hit. You bad. Do you have your second monitor vertical or horizontal? I have mine diagonal. Get wrecked, vertical gamers. Oh, fuck. What was the tier? What was the tier we voted? Guys, I just clicked on it too fast. I forgot. Revote. Revote. It was C tier, right? Okay. Boom. 4 people said C tier. That's how I know. Genesis Loop. Where are you? Vagrant Wiener. Right next to the Bungis. Aurelionite. So, Halcyon Seed. Halcyon. You get to summon Aurelionite to the teleporter event. Aurelionite is super good when you fight him. What's that one meme? Bosses when you fight him versus bosses when you summon them as an ally? The Golden Retriever and the Hell Dog. Okay, Halcyon Seed. What are we? D tier. So Aurelionite, straight up worse than a penis. That's crazy. Aurelionite worse than an animal penis, and it's in the same tier as a stun grenade. The only thing this item does is stun, and it's worse than this. I think we all know what this is. Even though you've probably never seen it in your entire life, we all know what this is. It's an item that boosts all your stats by 10%, and it's incredibly rare. Finish the vote, and it's an S tier. 23 people, 85%. Wow. We're going to put it up here for being super rare. S for super good. Little Disciple. Fires a tracking wisp for 300% plus 300% per stack damage. Fires every 1.6 seconds. While sprinting, fire rate increases with movement speed. So the faster you go, the more damage you do. You're kind of like Sonic in this regard. If you put this anywhere but S tier, you are smoking literal penis right now. You are taking a vagrant wiener and making a bong out of it. That is what you are if you do not vote Little Disciple S tier. So we're A tier, huh? Okay, so chat is smoking vagrant penis. Okay. Little Disciple, where are you going? A tier. I'll put you above Dio. Dio kind of thick though. Mired Urn. While in combat, remember, while in combat, the nearest 1+1 per stack characters to you within 30 meters will be tethered to you, dealing 100% damage per second, applying tar, and healing you for 100% of the damage dealt. Applying tar just means they are slowed. 100% damage per second is the lifesteal amount. So basically, you're healing for that amount. And any characters nearby you means literally anything. So your allies, your turrets, anything. Even friendlies. I'm saying that. I gotta make that very clear. Even friendlies. Kill other things that are allied to you. If you are an engineer, your turrets kill you. If you are in a multiplayer match, your friends kill you. Although, again, most of us don't have friends, so I guess S tier, right? All right, I'm going to stop the vote before it gets out of hand. There we go. 43 seconds is the usual vote amount, right? That's not anything special. The usual vote amount. B tier it is. Mired Urn. I do like to stack this item multiple times. If you get like 3 or 4 Mired Urns, you can kind of roleplay that you're Clay Dunestrider. I think that's pretty fun. Molten Perforator. 10% chance on hit to call for 3 magma balls from an enemy, dealing 300% damage each. And it also stacks 300% per stack damage. So that means it's basically a scuffed ATG. Scuffed ATG. Let's see where we're at. S tier. Cool. Cool. So we're going to be putting magma here. Somewhere up here. We'll put it right there. Here. So magma. So this item is better than this item. Okay. All right, chat. You're pretty consistent with your choices. I'm sure this will be S tier. So we're getting an A tier. Thank you, chat. I honestly was kind of surprised you did this. I thought you would put it somewhere really random, but you didn't. The thing about the pearl, though, that I will mention that is a boss item. So this pearl, the radiant pearl, and this one right here, the regular pearl, they're boss items. So if you get to boss item printers, you can actually use the pearl to print into something else. So, fun fact. This basically just spawns a Beetle Guard. That's all it does. You get more Beetle Guards every time. Beetle Guards kind of suck. AI and Risk of Rain 2 kind of suck. The truth. They hate me for saying it. So everyone likes when they get Beetle Queens as their boss because Beetle Queens are super easy to beat. But are they as happy as when the Queen's Gland pops out? I don't think so. I think they regret their decision. So F tier it is. This is scrap tier. So we are scrapping beetles. Have you guys no hearts? You're literally killing the beetles that are trying to follow you into battle. Kind of rude. And here we have Shatter Spleen. Now Shatter Spleen, no joke, might be the best item in the game as an item. Critical strikes bleed enemies, so this bleeds. And it works just like a tri-tip. Same amount of damage. Bleed is still just as broken. Bleeding enemies explode on death for 400%, plus 400% per stack damage, plus an additional 15%, plus 15% per stack of their maximum health. So not only does this explode in like a set amount of damage, like 400%, it also scales with their health. So if you have a really thick boy that dies near a group of enemies, they all explode and die. Honestly, we shouldn't even have to vote for this, but we might as well. I just want to see. Now, finish the poll. 85% say that this is an S tier item. That's crazy. Wasn't there an item that was unanimous? Oh, yeah, Sentient Meat Hook. This one, Sentient Meat Hook got 100%. So it's not quite as good as these, but still. Shatter Spleen is crazy. So the maximum health increases by 40, plus 40 per stack. And this stacks with Transcendence and other things like that, and base health regeneration plus 1.6 HP per second. Now, the base health, HP regeneration, whatever, actually stacks with other things. I'm honestly too tired to explain it, but it's really good. It's better than what it sounds like, I swear. I swears. So this is like a Cautious Slug and Infusion together. They're both reduced at effectiveness. So if it was like half of a Cautious Slug and half of an Infusion, it would be a Titanic Neural. I mean, it's more than, or less than half, but still, you get my point. You get my point. So, Twitch chat believes that this is an A tier item. It's an Infused Slug. Okay, so I just want to point out that you think that the Titanic Neural belongs in A tier. So, up here, just put it right next to the other boss items. You put, where's this at? Cautious Slug in B tier. That's fair. And Infusion in B tier. So if you combine them, do a fusion dance on them, and they become a Titanic Neural, they become A tier. Fascinating stuff. We're learning alchemy. Alright, now it's time to do the Lunar Items. Now we are on Lunar Items. You can take a look at what our tier list looks like right now while I change the stream. We're going to stop it at 25 seconds. This is an S tier item. Wow. Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you, Twitch chat. Put it right in the middle because I know that's where you would want me to put it. Brittle Crown. Mark Levy. Worst item ever. Okay. I have to appreciate this. Look at this. Is this not worst item ever? And then here comes AD with the Twitch chat rebuttal. What you talking about? Don't get hit and it's great. Okay. Let's vote. Mark Levy just must not be good. Very true. Just don't get hit, Mark Levy, forehead. What are you doing? So the chance on hit, so this is stupid. So basically you have a third of a chance to gain some gold, and then you lose gold compared to how much damage you take. That's the only thing that I hate about this item. If you had like a, I don't know, 70% chance to gain gold, maybe I'd be like PogChamp, but where did we put this? F tier. So Brittle Crown is F tier. Corpse Bloom is literally the worst item in the game. There is no benefit to getting this item. Heal plus 100% plus 100% per stack more, but all the healing is applied over time and can only heal a maximum of 10%, which is also reduced per stack of your healing per second. That means if you had like a Bungus and your Bungus healed you for 100% per second, you could only get 10% max. So the rest would be applied over time. So on paper, it sounds like, wow, I get double the healing, but you don't. You don't. There's a lot going on here, guys. I cannot believe that we managed to put 2 items in the F tier. 2 items that deserved it, no less, but still, that's crazy. Using a shrine summon enemies. So basically, it's a shrine of combat every time you use any other form of shrine. Pain in the ass. I know a lot of people are like, it's a good item if you ever want to like get money. It helps you get money. Oh, I cannot speak. It helps you get money early game. But what these Oonga Boongas don't realize is that once you're on like stage 7, you're starting to summon bosses just so you can hit a Shrine of Chance 10 times in a row. You get like 40 imps spawning on you. Just because you have a Defiant Gouge. I always take it. Okay. Listen here, Mr. Inkles. You are an Oonga Boonga. Well, I don't... well, I don't survive till 7, so profit. Well, when you look at it like that... Alright, D tier. That's a fair shake. That is a fair shake. D tier until I find a cleansing pool. Then it's out of my inventory forever. Focus Convergence. Teleporters charge faster, but it reduces your teleporter zone by 50% each time. And it can only stack a maximum of 3 times, by the way. Keep that in mind. This can only stack 3 times. Any stack past 3 is nothing. Does not count. Does not do anything. The only lunar I usually take are Shake Glass. I take a Visions, but I don't think I have it unlocked. You don't take Gesture? What about Gesture? Gesture of the Drowned. It's good for stacking so you can get more pearls. Oh, that's true. There's not a whole lot of lunar items you can stack as much as Focus Convergence, right? Ooh, look at this. Okay, so 14 people and 58% consider this to be an A tier item. So A tier item for you, Convergence. Where are you? A tier. Right up here. It reduces your equipment cooldown by 50% on the first stack, and then it stacks just like a fuel cell after every subsequent stack. And it forces your equipment to activate whenever it's off cooldown. Depending on what equipment you have, this could be really bad. For example, if you have a Spinal Tonic, but you don't have 100% uptime, this could be really bad for you. If you have a Prayon, it's kind of bad. It reduces the amount of time you have to wait in between Prayons, but you don't really get to control when you shoot the Prayon, and you still have to wait over a minute for it, so... It's a mixed bag, but it's still really good. An actual lunar item making it to S tier? Oh, wait. Okay, 2 items in S tier. Here, let me get this so they can be next to each other. There you go. 2 items in S tier. Congratulations, the lucky couple. Mercurial. Mercurial Roches. There we go. Mercurial Roches. It basically creates an AoE around you that gives you 50% damage bonus. But the thing is that it also makes it so enemies get 50% damage bonus if they're in the AoE too. So it's a negative effect. Alright, D tier it is. D tier it is for our little Raucous. Raucous. Right next to Gouge. This is where I would put these 2 items. No cap. All skill cooldowns are reduced by 2. +1 per stack, seconds. All random effects are rolled. 1 + 1 for an unfavorable outcome. The anti-57 Leaf Clover. So, think about this, okay? 57 Leaf Clover is up here in S tier. So, if we're thinking that this is the anti-version, the literal antithesis of 57 Leaf Clover, then by logic's sake, we should have it in the scrap tier. That's all I'll say on the item. If you're Acrid, I always try to get this. If you have Blight on Acrid, it's pretty good. But I don't know about the whole S tier thing. Not sure about the whole S tier. But there were a lot of people who got offline today that said they wanted it to be in S tier, so here we go. 3 lunar items in the S tier ranking. Hapu needs to reevaluate these items, apparently. These are supposed to be negative trade-offs, right? Merc with Purity, kind of pog. Wait, Merc with Purity, kind of pog? I just thought about that as I was speaking it. That's cap. Merc. How about Merc with items? Pretty bad regardless, because it's still bad. I always take Shaped Glass, but do I think that it's S tier? I don't know. That's a little rough. The whole one-shot protection thing. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. All right, 2 people voted for A tier and put it over the edge. So this is A tier Shaped Glass. I think that's pretty fair for the item. Because it takes away your one-shot protection, and that's fairly important. I'm just kidding. Imagine putting this in A tier. It's S tier. It doubles your damage. Just don't get hit, forehead. What? Okay, Strides of Heresy. Basically, all it does replaces your utility skill and makes it so you can't be hit by other things. Also, you can't hit other things. I don't really like it because it like forces you to be intangible. If you could cancel it, I would like it more, but you can't. So kind of sucky. B tier. As I'm looking at this list right now, I feel like the guy from The Incredibles. Like looking at how stacked this is. Nobody's balanced if wait. Nobody's super if ever. Wow. Well, you know what? I can't even say it. Fuck the joke. I'm aborting. Where are we at? Oh, Transcendence. The Bug God. The Bug God ourselves. This turns all of your health into shields. Makes fall damage do 1 damage. And almost doubles your health. It gives you 50% more maximum health. So not double, but it's pretty good. It's a bug and a feature. Literally everything about the Transcendence that could work with. The fact that you take no fall damage, it's a bug, not a feature. Or a feature, not a bug. Oh shit, I fucked it up. Alright, it's A tier, whatever. It basically replaces your M1 with a skill that shoots needle gun weapons, but you have to reload it. So once you take this item, attack speed means a lot less. Like, you have a certain amount of DPS you can do, and getting more attack speed really doesn't help. Melee Survivors Keck W. What is this? We got D tier? D tier. That's weird. How did we get this D tier? Alright, that's fine. I think it's mainly because it's just not as good, maybe? Is that what you guys are thinking? Not as good as most M1s? This item sucks. It's gotten better over time, but it still sucks. So before 1.0, this whole thing, it used to drop at your feet, so you were slowed and had your armor reduced the whole time that you were in it. But now you can throw it, so you're not trapped inside the same AoE. Still kind of bad. 17 people came screaming out the gates F tier. And I could not agree more. This is definitely an F tier item. You can only place a certain amount, which is kind of stupid in the first place. Like, why can I only place a certain amount? So this one spawns. So I would say in single player, this is F tier, but in multiplayer, this is S tier. You can get raining meteors from the sky that deals 600% damage per blast. Wow, we actually got it to S tier. I was memeing, but congrats everyone. We did it. We did it, Reddit. We did it. What did we get? S tier? Yes. S tier. No meme. No meme. No meme. This is better than Frost Relic. This is straight up better than Frost Relic. It has a larger AoE. It starts out as a larger AoE. It ends as a larger AoE. It does more damage, I think. And you can proc Razor Wire with it. So, it's literally just better. Razor Wire and Hellfire Tincture is the best item combo in the game. You cannot change my mind on that. If you have Hellfire Tincture and Transcendence, it's F tier. So if you have Transcendence, Hellfire Tincture is not good. Okay? Keep that in mind. So now for my, well, I can't say it's my favorite, but one of the items that I seem to frequent the most, the Spinal Tonic, which gives you a bunch of stat increases, but then you also have almost a quarter of a chance to get an affliction, which will give you reduced stats. If you keep drinking the Spinal Tonic, if you never stop drinking, you never get a hangover, so you never get the affliction. I'm just saying, Dare never told me about that cheat code. And S tier. 25 people believe that this item is S tier. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend that you drink tonic for your afflictions. And I couldn't agree with those doctors more. Wait, is that it? That's it. We're on equipment. We're on the last. We're almost there, boys. We're almost all the way done with the game. Oh, Pog. We're almost done with the tier list. The Twitch tier list is almost over. Oh. Some of us here may need a blast shower these trying times. Me too. Well, take out the blast, and I feel like 90% of the chat does, yes. So Blast Shower cleanses all negative effects, including debuffs, damage over time, and nearby projectiles. The great thing about this item is that it refreshes your Ronalds and Kajaros cooldown, because for some reason they count as debuffs. So if you use a Blast Shower, you can remove the cooldown on your Ronalds and Kajaros, which is the only downside to having them. So S tier? I think Blast Shower is like D tier, maybe even F tier. In Ronald's bands, S tier. I think that's what's going on there. Literally getting carried right now. So this is my favorite equipment in the game. Before they changed Ronalds and Kajaros, I didn't think too much about Royal Capacitor, but I still think that this is the best equipment in the game. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, chat. I know a lot of you have love for this item. Royal Capacitor is better. How dare you, Equinox? I will come to your house, knock on your door, and take a dookie on it. Hey, it's not me. Chat agrees. What can I say? Chat agrees. Gesture of the Drowned. What now? Ooh. Damage is affected by your stack of ATG missile. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. If this is true, that's broken. There's actually no way this is true. This is cap. But it's okay. Eccentric Vase. Best item in the game. Am I right, boys? Am I right? Can I get any truers? Can I get any oneers? Any oneers? There's a fiver. Any fivers in the chat? Hashtag sponsored. Any fivers? Okay, first vote that breaks the tie. All right, well, the people have spoken. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? I don't know. I don't even know where it's at. Oh, here it is. Ugly looking motherfucker. Put you up here. Lovely. Right where it belongs. Am I not right? What's next? Foreign fruit. I feel like you guys are like 5 head when it comes to items like foreign fruit. You guys like... Actually, no, that's not true. You're not 5 head all. Never mind. You're like 3 head, regardless. Sometimes you guys make good decisions, but I think that's like... feel like that's a nut finding a squirrel once in a while. You know that saying? A nut will find a butt every once in a while. If you pop Eccentric Vase into Mithrix and then use it right before it despawns, you can get outside the Mithrix barrier and shoot in without him being able to touch you. At first glance, I only read without him being able to touch you, so I had to scroll up for the rest of that. Alright, it's a C tier item for us, huh? C tier item. Right here. A lot of healing items in the C tier. You guys do not like speed. Actually, no, you do like speed, but you don't like healing. You guys hate healing. I can hear it right now in my head. It's like an echo chamber. Just don't get hit forehead. Why need heal? Triggers any on-kill effects you have every 1 second for 8 seconds. Remember, this item does not do anything if you have no on-kill effects. Well, that's only half true because I know someone's going to end up saying, but it spawns lunar lunar coins. Mr. Streamer, okay, what do you mean it doesn't do anything? That's weird, champ, you would say that. All right, finish bowl. There we go. It's B tier. I don't even remember what we were ranking. I completely... Oh, forgive me, please. Forgive me, please. Jesus, how is this one of the most fair rankings in a while? Wait, what? You guys put forgive me, please right next to Blast Shower? Alright, anyone watching, we need your votes. Like, desperately. The next vote that comes in here, we need your votes. There are too many people who are not seeing reason. I'm putting in Fuel Array. If Fuel Array is in here, if I can put it up here, I'm putting Fuel Array in. Oh, no, it's not up here. Okay, we're not doing Fuel Array. I want to see if we can get this S tier. Blast Shower is better than Forgive Me. Heck W. You're right. Okay, yeah, we definitely need more people voting. We need voices of reason in this trying time. Gnarled Wood Sprite, which heals 1.5% of your maximum health per second, can be sent to an ally to heal them for 10% of their maximum health. So when it says can be sent to an ally to heal them, you can also send that to yourself. I don't know why it doesn't say that you can't also heal yourself, but it's basically like it's 1/5 as good as a foreign fruit, but you also get passively 1.5% HP per second. So it's actually better, in my opinion, than a foreign fruit. Because the cooldown's only like 10 seconds or so. Really good. It's very good with Warhorn. Yes, that's true. There were some people in the chat talking about earlier how Warhorn would be really good with Gnarled Wood Sprite. If those people are here, make sure to vote. Thank God. At least we got it up to B. I don't think we could have forced it any higher. But it's in B tier at least. When I said you guys really hate healing, I was not joking. Wait, where did I put foreign fruit at? I put foreign fruit in C? Oh my, you guys hate healing. You actually just don't like healing. All allies enter a frenzy for 7 seconds, increases movement speed by 50% and attack speed by 100%. So, this is 2 energy drinks worth of movement speed, and your attack speed is worth a little underneath 10 soldier syringes. Alright, so I think Twitch chat is just thinking Unga Boonga do damage, and they're voting for anything that says it does more for them. Unga Boonga A tier item. Or equipment, my bad. Jade Elephant. I feel like this is going to do poorly. And Omega says cute. So if we're going to rank it on its cuteness. Ooh, real quick, before we vote on it, let's go to armor real quick. Put on here. Armor. So here is, so it gives us 500 armor. The amount of damage you take, so the multiplier is 0.16. So you take like 17% damage while you have this active. And it's for 5 seconds with a 40-second cooldown, right? 45-second cooldown. Let that be known. One of the first defensive items that have made it this far, other than Tougher Times, but Tougher Times pretty pog. Actually, now that I think about it, how many other defensive items are there? I guess you can call this defensive. This one is... Are you telling... People say don't get hit forehead, but then they put razor wire in A tier. Which chat, man? Sprout wings and fly. This is terrible. This item is awful to control. I swear on my life. I hate this item. Other than when like I really, really badly need to get to like a lunar portal or something, and I can't reach it. I feel like I'm stuck in the air. I don't feel like I'm controlling the wings at all. I feel like I'm trying to drive a bird. Like if I was like the size that I was able to ride a pigeon, I feel like that's what it would feel like. D tier, thank God. I'm glad. I in spite of this item, I would have almost put it F tier, but I guess it's useful somehow. Maybe. Ocular HUD. Gain 100% critical strike chance for 8 seconds. So literally useless once you already get 100%. So if you have 10 crit glasses, it is useless. Can you imagine something more enthusiastic than this? I can't. I think everyone knows what this does. If you don't know what this does, oh, mega lol. Isn't this supposed to be a... Oh yeah, it's supposed to be the BFG from whatchamacallit. What's the thing? Doom. From Doom. It moves so slow. See, okay, the thing is, it's intentional to move so slow, right? So whenever I use it, I always step back pretty far because you get 600,000 or 600, not 1,000, 600% damage per second. And then it also does the 4,000. So the longer you can make this do 600% damage, the more damage you do. So I always try to be as far away as possible when I start it. I don't worry about it too much. Ooh, there's a moderator that commented. A way to cheese around this unlock requirement is to play a prismatic trial where the level order is randomized and hope that rally point delta is either the first or second map. Ooh, Mr. Moderator, pog you. Thank you for the unlock guide. S tier. Is this the first S tier equipment that isn't a complete meme? Let's see. So let's... Okay, no, disposable missile launcher. There we go. This isn't a complete meme. This is Primordial Cube. Fire a black hole that draws enemies in. Last 10 seconds. This is only good if you have AoE. And even then, you're probably going to find better equipment by the time you get this item. I don't think I picked up this item. In the last... I'm not even kidding you. In the last 200 runs, I might have picked this up one time. And then I immediately replaced it with a different equipment. So we're going to put this Primordial Cube. It's going in the B tier. E tier. Right here. F tier. Thank you, chat. Thank you very much. We will take this all the way to the bank and put you here. The literal only point of the radar scanner is to find other equipment to reveal it with. But let me just say something. Radar scanner reveals all interactables within 500 meters. This reveals everything. Everything. So it's hard to tell what is what. If it told you what is what, this item would be a magnitude better than it currently is. But it does not tell you that. So it is butt cheeks. And now we have Recycler. Recycler could be... I know I've said this for a couple items already, but it could be the best item in the game. You literally get 2 chances on whatever item you want. If you get a Frost Relic as your legendary chest drop and you have a Recycler, you can recycle it, and it can't be Frost Relic. So at the very least, you're getting 1 bad item out of the roll. So that's pretty good. I don't know if was I not being clear, chat? Double the chance. Like, you could literally, if you got a bad item, you could re-roll it into a good item. Like maybe here, but like, okay. Should I just do this, chat? Question mark. Do this. Here. Question mark, that's good. Is that good? Doesn't do damage equals bad. Literally, chat. Yes, that's good. Okay, let's just do it. Here, I'll give you I'll literally do this a 10-second. It will be a 10-second vote just to see. Just triple check everything. And that's about what I expected, yeah. Yep. Yep, cock. I don't think the list... Ooh, never mind. There's still juice on the list. There's still some juice in here. Somerang. Although this might be the last of the juice. So Somerang is what... I think I ranked it pretty low on my tier list, but I think it's better than I thought it would be. So you get the 3 saw blades that go through 3 times 400% damage. So it does 400% damage, like times 1200 if you can hit all 3 saw blades. And then when it comes back, they do 100% damage. So you get 300% on top of that. So like a 1500% total. And then... Oh wait, no, not a 50. Wait, is it 50? Yeah, okay, I want to make sure. And then it also bleeds them. And I think it gets you like 30-ish bleeds. It gives you quite a few bleeds, honestly. And then, yeah, so Somerang good. And can proc Ronalds and Kajaros. And has lower CD than Capacitor. Yeah, that's true. Let's see here. We'll go over here. That's not true. The Capacitor has the lowest cooldown. I don't know if I can rank it by this. Let's see here. Oh, I can. So the Capacitor has one of the lowest cooldowns in the game. So minus Fuel Array. Get rid of Fuel Array and Crowdfunder since they don't have cooldowns. The Capacitor has 1, 2, 3. Is number 3 on the lowest cooldown in the game. That doesn't speak to you about how good the Capacitor is. I don't know what does. So A tier Somerang, okay. Yeah, okay, I'm seeing 3s before I even put it in. Supermassive turret. You guys are literally, if it doesn't do damage, bad. No damage equal bad. Yep, bad. A tier. One of the worst in the game because let's look at this. Let's see if I can find it. Items, splash out. Okay, the backup. So the backup. Hold on, let me do this real quick, just so you have all the information available to you, so you know. The backup is the second longest cooldown in the game for equipment, with the first being the Praeon Accumulator. And all this does is call 4 strike drones to fight for you. They don't even tell you how much damage they do. This does do damage, so I'm assuming you're going to put it a little bit above F tier. Just because it does damage. And that's what it looks like. It looks like we're going... looks like F tier for you. Or not F tier, my bad. No. Oh, chill. D tier. D tier, that's what I meant. Okay, Crowdfunder. Fires a continuous barrage. Cost $1 per bullet. Cost increase over time. So the cost scales. The cost scales. It's not always going to be 1 gold per bullet. It will eventually be more. This is really good if you get Brittle Crowns. If you get... Let's see here... It'll tell us on the wiki, I think. The crown funder becomes self-sustaining while holding 2 brittle crowns, assuming no other items are held and the user does not get hit. So if you have 2 brittle crowns, you will make enough money off of the crowdfunder that you will be able to continuously spray. But if you have 1 brittle crown and you're also shooting them, like shooting enemies and not getting hit, you can also self-sustain it that way. Because that's what I did one run with multi. So that's all I got to say about that. Pretty good item if you use it correctly. It has a 1.0 proc coefficient. F tier item. Okay, I can really agree with that, sort of, not really. But I would say, why not? That's all I'll say about this. Okay, Volcanic Egg turns into a draconic fireball for 5 seconds. Deal 500% damage on impact. So this means that Volcanic Egg, if you do impact damage, like if you hit someone with your body while you're in the draconic fireball, you will be able to proc Renalds and Kajaros. And then also the detonation does 800% damage, so another Renalds and Kajaros proc. Alright, so B tier it is. B tier for our Volcanic Egg. This is the last equipment. Now we're going on to, what are these called? Aspects. Aspects. Emphasis on ass, because they are terrible. So, this become an aspect of ice. What does this mean? What does this mean? It means that you have on hit slow, so you have like the Renalds band effect, but like all the time. And if you die, you explode. I have to tell you, I have to spoil your fun for a second. They're bad. This is F tier. Okay, this is the one that we chose. This is ice. Explode on death. But guys, just die, forehead. Just die, forehead. Alright, Ifrit's Distinction. Become an aspect of fire. OP with Tri-Tip Dagger and Shattering Justice. Is that serious? Wait, hold on. Hold on, we need to read more into this. Okay, ooh, look at the appearance. See, that's pretty cool. These look cool. Get the head. But why would you do this when you could literally just have a wake of vultures? Okay, guys, honestly. Like, I'm gonna be serious here, okay? Serious face right now. Thank you for the 50 bits. I'm gonna be dead serious right now. We ranked Wake of Vultures F tier, and literally all that does is give us temporary versions of this. So if we put any of these above F tier, we're contradicting ourselves. We can't do that. That makes us look silly. All right, D tier. Fair enough. We're throwing logic out the window. But fair enough. What's next? All right, Nukahana's Retort. This is the Malachite. So I saw someone in here saying the Malachites are good. What does this do? Okay, so this one, let's go to the wiki page. I don't want to have to explain it off the cuff. Let's go to the wiki page. Okay. On impact, the balls will create a small explosion for 100% damage, then sprout spike pits that deal 100% contact damage. Additionally, players will create an urchin on death to shoot at any nearby monsters, but even with a Dios, the effect is limited. So if you were engineer, if you're engineer and you have this on your turret, can your turret get this? No, it's an equipment, so you can't even do that. No, it's not good on your turrets either. You can stop their healing, I guess. It's my one use case that I can think of is if you're fighting Mithrix and he's trying to use a med kit and you stop him. Insert answer here. All right, F tier. We're doing it, chat. We're using logic and reason to defeat all of our enemies. It's all right. So become an aspect of lightning. Now, this one's actually good. It's the best one out of all of them, even out of the fire one. This is true. This is true. All right, so this is the one. So players with this gain the power of holding elites. So 50% of player health is replaced by shields. That's bad. So this is really bad unless you have transcendence, but still. And then attach lightning bombs, which explode after a brief pause, dealing 50% total damage. So, okay, remember the Brilliant Behemoth? Let's see if we can find it. The Brilliant Behemoth does 60% total damage. So this gives you essentially a free Brilliant Behemoth that sticks to enemies. Yeah, so this item on the captain's good, but again, Wake of Vultures. Wake of Vultures. We'll stop the count. Stop the count. What did we get? It's a B. That's a B for me, dog. So this one is B. B. Now, in all fairness, in just for argument's sake, I will say that technically Wake of Vultures isn't like superior to these individually, because if you had Wake of Vultures and you were like this thing, you had this thing, you killed an overloading elite, and then you killed the fire elite, but you wanted to actually keep the overloading elite, I can see why that would be a situation where you'd be like, wow, Wake of Vultures actually unpog. But still, even then, it's kind of crazy. Alright, we'll do one more. So this is Spectral Circlet. This one's actually not on this page, or on this page, but it's on the wiki. So we'll think about the wiki here. So this one, you gain a large aura which grants invisibility to any ally and applies a slow effect on hit. So basically just a chronobobble with extra steps. There's no point in having the invisibility unless you're playing in multiplayer or you have turrets. Okay, for the final item in the tier list. The final item in the tier list. F tier. We finally completed all of it. Oh my god. We've done it. Can we get a pog in the chat? This magnificent piece of art is yours. This belongs to you. I'm gonna post this to YouTube so we can so we can get made fun of by YouTube chat. How's that? So prepare for that, YouTubers. Prepare for that. We are gonna do one more thing though. We are gonna do one more thing. We're gonna do a giveaway for anyone who has not been here. What we do here is we do best item, or we do this keyword, the keyword you see on the screen, best item. You type that into the chat, and then I will roll to see which one of you will be able to say what the best item in the tier list is. You can only use the S tier items, by the way. Okay, so keep this in mind. All right, Ruffles, you're the first one. What item out of these do you believe is the best? So out of these, that's not an equipment. So Sentient Meat Hook, Shatter Spleen, etc., etc., etc. All of these items. You could choose anything from the S tier. Purity is best item. All right. So we have contender, Purity. Thank you for your honesty, Ruffles. Soldier Syringe. Matthew says Soldier Syringe. Where the fuck is Soldier Syringe? Oh, sorry, Matthew. Try again. Soldier Syringe is A tier. Try again. There we go. I think that's in there. All right, Fuel Cell. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate it. I will say pretty cringe that you're not following, but somehow you are subscribing, so uncringe, I guess. What do you think the best item is? Literally farming follows right now. every time we get to this part, I always get a bunch of follows because wow. Brilliant Behemoth. Okay, Brilliant Behemoth. So we have Purity, Fuel Cell, Brilliant Behemoth. Thank you for your honesty, you brave warrior. Clover. Okay, I like you. Everything about you screams amazing person. Hardlight Afterburner on Acrid Go Wee. Okay. So he wants the Hardlight Afterburner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I asked 5 people. I got 5 different answers. Shell? Okay, you can't say shell. Shell? Excuse me? Helix Fossil? Do you want to say that instead? What? Just call it the gesture. Just call it the gesture of the drowned. That's the true name. Clearly it's the little disciple, but y'all put it in A. I couldn't agree more with you. I am right there with you, man. I am right there with you. Sag. ATG? Alright, I like what you think. Okay, we'll do one more. Beeble Boy chooses the sauce. The sauce. Wait, what's the sauce? Are you talking about tonic? Is that what you mean? I don't understand your lingo. Tonic? Okay, okay. I was making sure. Double checking, triple checking. You can now vote on the best item in the game. The best item in the game. One. Every time I see one of you, okay, by the way, I can see you in this thing, in this like this UI, and it's telling me whether or not you vote for the same thing that you were voting for. All right, we did it. 45%, 42% of people say that 57 leaf clover is the best item in the game. We have indoctrinated you properly. We have one more thing to do. We have one more thing to do before we decide to wrap a bow on this tier list. We're going to be doing the worst item. So, I refuse to join the herd of meta sheep. True. True. Okay, this is the keyword you need. Purity is bad. If you want to enter the giveaway, you need to type in purity is bad. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got a couple of people going in. So remember, purity is bad is the keyword. Purity is bad is the keyword. All right, let's roll the first person. So Mindmaker, what do you think is the worst item in the game? You can choose from any item. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be in the F tier this time. It can be whatever you want, Mindmaker. Whatever you want could be the worst item in the game. Okay, you can maybe not that. Maybe that's not what you can type in. I take it back. You can you can choose anything but the 57 leaf clover. How about that? Nice try though. Purity, no, well, no. No, that's not how that works, no. You did have to type in something to get here, so are you saying you're either a sellout or the purity is bad? Okay, then ATG. Okay. You know what? Fair. I'll give that to you. ATG. I don't want to ruin the picture. So we'll just do this. I'll write it down while we go. Yuri, weren't you here earlier? Ooh, oh wait, no, you gave me the prime. You were a primer, weren't you? I swear I saw you prime earlier. Yes, I was a prime. So this person is not only a follower, but also a primer. So their word matters. What do you think it is, Yuri? I just got back. What's happening, RN? We're voting on... Oh, there it is. Effigy of Grief. All right. If you want back in, purity is bad. Purity is bad. Purity is bad. Here. Easily the eccentric vase, especially because of unlock conditions. What are the unlock conditions for that item? I am curious now that you mentioned it. Where's it at? 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 Defeating Aurelianite before... This man is actually correct in every sense of the word. Oh my god. Why is the eccentric vase so butt? I forgot what the M1 replacement was called, but that. Visions of Heresy. All right. We have a Visions of Heresy hater in the chat right now. I think it would be funny if I said purity. Thank God someone said it. Someone actually said it. Evie, not only a subscriber, but also a follower. So your voice carries a lot of weight here. Not only funny, but actually true. The worst item. Purity, OFC. Actually true? Actually true? Question mark. This is coming. This, if it ever loads up here, there we go. There we go. This is coming from not only a follower for almost a month, but also a subscriber of the channel. So you know that this person knows what they're talking about. All right, chat. Are you ready? Thank you, Evie. Are you ready? These are our choices. What is the worst item in the game? I love democracy. Democracy always seems to sort out the riffraff. I'll wait till we get 30 votes. As soon as we get 30 votes, I'm ending it. So one more voter and that's it. One more voter, that's all you get. Can something make the lead in one vote? I don't know. I just want to see 30 because I have OCD. So please, one vote. Someone hit 5. Someone hit 5 right now. Any of you lurkers out there, hit 5, please. 3? Okay, fine. That's fine. We did it. Oh, we got 31. Nice. There we go. 48%. So, you know what that means, guys? You know what that means? The purity. Purity. This item in here that was voted S tier goes all the way down here. So that's how that goes. All right, so this is our tier list. This is the tier list that we made together as a unit, as a family. I didn't vote for any of them, I don't think, so this is completely on you guys. I cannot be held accountable for what you've done.